Next, we will be watching Top 10 Most Wholesome Animals, in my very biased opinion, by Casual Geographic. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the doodly-doo. This was recorded live at twitch.tv/LuminusRed. Come on in, drop a follow, come hang out. We are working to grow our audience as big as possible, so please come in. I know you'll be an amazing part of our community. Until then, I've been enjoying Casual Geographic, and people have been telling me I need to watch this video in specific a lot. So, let's get into it. Go.
So, we hit
I should have full screened it. I'm dumb. Anyways, okay.
So, we hit 2 million subscribers on this channel. That really only started because I thought Trump was gonna gulag TikTok. Which means there's enough of us to invade the state of Delaware and have pretty good odds doing it. So in honor of us reaching 1 million subs twice, and also since my mom said I should make more lighthearted videos so she doesn't have to lose sleep to support her son, here are the top 10 most wholesome animals you'll find in nature. While
that is a painful reality. Like, my parents don't watch my content. They know about my content. They can hear me screaming from the basement about boobs. But I totally, like, my parents sometimes are just like, hey, we love you, but we're not watching that because, yeah. Also, respectfully, that's good for them also. But yeah, no, freaking, I can totally understand a Casual Geographic, but like, I do love that. Just in response to like, oh, I'm worried about TikTok, better make a YouTube. He got that so far. Like, what? That's 2 million when this came out. He's now at 4.12 million here, which is awesome. Which is so good. Did your parents ever see your faint or faint to boobs? Many a time. They've heard it. They're aware. My family is. I miss when my parents support. I miss when parents support their kids when they do alt videos. I know, it's really nice when they do. They don't need to watch it. They get front row seats to show. Exactly. It's just like rewatching it too many times. You know, it gets annoying.
there will be accurate facts in this video. It will also be in my very biased opinion. And if you're a longtime supporter, you probably already know what the top 4 are gonna be. Also, a little side note before we get started. When I call an animal wholesome, I am assigning human characteristics to a wild animal. In real life, nature don't care about being cute or wholesome. It's survival of the fittest, and in the wild, morality gets you put on a t-shirt. Basically, what I'm trying to say is animals aren't good or evil.
No, that one was kind of hilarious. He just is like, fuck your running. I'm gonna run through you. I'm just gonna turn you upside down. Freaking, if you're that good of a runner, if you're that much better than someone, you can just like run at them and then they just like freaking invert as you run through them. I think that you deserve that. That's not lack of wholesomeness. That's just a skill issue on the other one's part. At that point. Damn, that rhino really just went like, yeah, yeet. That one was sad, but also funny. I was like, he was just like, baby, be gone. The other one's good. Hi, Kuma. I don't need to be faster. Just faster than you. Can we get a shout out for Kuma? Kuma's a lovely friend. Kuma's a bear guy, and he's awesome. Hi, Mira. Maya, welcome in. Not Mira, freaking what the heck. But yes, freaking not faster than you.
They're just them. But if you could kindly suspend your disbelief for the next at least 8 minutes, because you know mid-rolls, that'd be great. Yeah. All that aside, at number 10 is an animal you probably wouldn't even expect in a video like this.
Yeah! Capybara!
Honestly, you couldn't name 5 animals that have a worse PR team than bats. Hollywood definitely didn't do them any favors reputation-wise. And a certain virus named after a beer only made it worse. But not only do they have a strong case for one of the most wholesome, you could also argue that bats may be one of the most impactful animals on Earth. First of all, there's a lot of them. About 25% of all mammal species identify as bats. A quarter of all the mammals on this planet are some type of this weird little bird mouse. And because bats contribute to society by pollinating, if Thanos snapped them all into dust, the world's ecosystems would collectively collapse and food chains everywhere would become ground zero. Yeah, over 500
bats are actually freaking adorable. They're so freaking cute. I absolutely love them. They're one of my favorite animals. They're just like little guys who just fly around going and then they go and do stuff. But sadly, my mom has a phobia of bats. And actually, she has a story. When she first moved out of the house, the first night that she was in her new house, a bat got inside of it. And she had to call my grandpa to come over to her new house, her finally living alone house, for the first time in her life, and help get the bat out because she was too scared. And then, when she first moved in with my dad, it happened again. Their first night living in the new place, a bat got in, and she was mortified. My dad wasn't, he dealt with it. But out of pure magic, when they moved again, there wasn't a bat. But only because when they moved into the next place, they freaking, like, intentionally locked down every single door and refused to open the doors or windows after they got inside. Because they're like, My mom was just getting freaking terrorized by bats every time she moved. Now we've made a bat box on my property. I love bats so much. I wish I could have a bat box. Oh my gosh. Without bats, we would have a bug plague. Exactly. They learned from the first 2 times. Exactly. My sister has a bat phobia, but due to her dreaming about getting tangled in her hair for a minute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that would be terrifying. I can understand it. I like bats. They allow me to spread disease more effectively. What? Based. I mean, no. I mean, I don't advocate for this. I mean, maybe I do. I don't know. I'm not sure what my stance is on this. Come back to me. Circle back to me. Your mom got inspired to fight crime. I know. She was so close. Listen, she was one step away, one day away from becoming Batwoman. We were so close. Then we would have been rich. That's how it works, right? You become Batman, then you become rich. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how it works, right?
Depend on bats to keep them in business, and losing them could affect your way of life in places you didn't even realize. Want to add some banana to your morning oatmeal?
Yeah.
Chances are your breakfast was brought to you by bats.
Yay!
Enjoying a mango smoothie on the beach? You're probably drinking the fruit of this fur kite's labor. Ever get some liquid courage in you, drunk text your ex, reconcile, work through your issues, grow together as people, only to ultimately get married and start a life together? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sounds, yeah, man. Working through your issues with your ex that I totally have an ex-girlfriend, partner, or anything. Totally, yeah, no, I've definitely been on a date before. Yeah, totally, yeah, no, totally, I hear you, guy, dude, so relatable. I definitely understand. That never happened to me. I'm trying to get the ex tried to get me killed. No, me, mommy, no. Oh, I can't see that. Okay, so at least I'm not alone in this. I should just grab onto me and let me get back inside. I never had a girlfriend, and I almost at 33. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone next to the ex prime. I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not alone. But yeah, and it's just so relatable, bro. Also, I can't drink alcohol, which is also that was the first no. I'm like, I can't drink alcohol because some medication I'm on. If it mixes, I'm on a lot of different medications. If they mix with alcohol, the doctors would be stunned, nay, delightfully stunned by the number of different ways I'm dying concurrently. They would just be like, oh, whoa, this is a medical marvel. I never thought that someone could die so many ways at the exact same time. It's almost magical. We should probably help this poor girl, but, wow, impressive. You have a girlfriend? Thanks for showing off, Vivi. It's okay. We can all be alone together.
Reconcile, work through your issues, grow together as people, only to ultimately get married and start a life together? Yeah, probably not. But if you did, better invite a bat to the reception, because without them pollinating the plant agave, there'd be a lot less tequila and less happy mistakes in the world. And I mean that literally. Some of you might not be alive. Beyond that, every night millions of bats meal prep the insects that make our lives more difficult. It's estimated that bats save the United States anywhere from $3.7 up to $54 billion in agriculture just by being free pest control. Now, I already know what you're probably thinking. Despite what you might think, the human population would be less healthy if it wasn't for these bats.
Yay.
Many bats help keep the mosquito population in check. Baby. Mosquitoes, which also happen to be air Ubers for diseases like Zika and West Nile. But none of that really matters because bats were guaranteed a spot on this list off their looks alone. This bat was literally named after the fact that it looks like a fox in the face. And if they didn't get the blame for putting us in quarantine, they probably would have ranked higher.
Capybara!
Now, who didn't think cats were going to end up on this list?
Why is it keeping the capybara? I keep thinking it's capybara. Why won't you show me a capybara? I want to see capybara. Their names are fun to say. And their faces are cute to squish. Cats are cute too. This is good. I do like kitties. I'm not complaining about the kitties, but just stop showing me capybaras and not giving me capybaras. Why? So bats are responsible for my DUIs? My DUIs? Screw M. Why not? You should bring it up in a traffic court next time. It's like, listen, if it wasn't for bats, I would have never gotten drunk. So who's the real villain here? I promised on the list. Yay! Thank you, Keith. I have a medical marvel too. I survived a stroke, 2 heart attacks, hypothermia, strangulation, bleeding, and a severe poisoning. I'm so sorry, me mommy. But I'm so proud of you for making it through all of that, even though that sounds very difficult. I'm really sorry you had to go through that, though. That's awful.
Animal that could probably murk us in our sleep managed to finesse its way into over 30 million homes in the US alone. And I do mean finesse, because cats might as well have just domesticated themselves. Yeah. Cats originally came into our lives to snack on the mice that were after our food. But cats also changed minor things about themselves to be around us. While wild cats are more solitary introverts, these cats became more social and tolerant of people. Their reduced aggression and aversion to people made them ideal pets, and their diet of our enemy the rat made them the perfect travel partners as we explored this great big ball of dirt and water. As long as we kept them fed, cats had no problem riding shotgun. Which is why we barely had to domesticate them ourselves. They were basically close to perfect from the beginning. Which is why where a Shih Tzu looks nothing like a wolf, a house cat still looks like it has a lot in common with its wild cousins. We never really needed a selection process for cats the way we did with other animals, cause there wasn't a whole lot we needed.
Can you tell that I really love puppies and cats? Dogs and cats are my favorite. I love them both equally. I want one of each. I only have a dog right now, but I want a puppy and I want a kitty. I want to have both. And I want a more, maybe multiple of both. I don't know, but like I love them so much. Bork bork. You're a cat person. I love cats too, though. Oh my gosh. Bork bork. Woof woof. Lumi, you're a prime cat victim. Does that mean that I'm well suited for pussy? Round of applause for the best joke of the century. She did it. She did it. Sure, darn it, fine, frick it, okay, whatever. I'm maybe too high and mighty for myself today. Huzzah, thank you, Renzara. Finally, someone on my side, sure. I lost my cat 19 years just before Christmas. Oh, I'm so sorry, Noble Neon, that's hard. I lost my first puppy a while back, and I miss him still. But now I've got Marco, for as long as I have him. Nice lesbian joke. Thank you, H-Lover. See, some people are on my side. YouTube comment section. Good joke, bad joke, you tell me now in the comments down below. This is a plug. This is me trying to get you to engage with the video so that YouTube gives me more money so I can do more cool things and then we can have more fun together. Don't you want to have fun? So leave a comment. Tell me. Fun joke, bad joke, good joke, great joke, excellent joke, amazing joke, best joke of the century. That's the correct answer. Oh, considering my twisted sense of humor, good joke. Thank you, Keith. Mine turns 19 in 2 months. My condolences. Aww.
Needed a change. And as cats spent more time around us, they started to figure us out and adjust their behaviors accordingly. You've probably heard that normally adult cats don't meow to each other in the wild, but they'll do it with their owners since they know humans will react to that sound with more urgency. Yeah. They even developed a special type of purr that most people find impossible to ignore just to ensure they get fed. But cats give as much as they take. There are legitimate health benefits to having a cat under your roof, which include lowering stress and anxiety and reducing the risk of heart disease. Studies even show that they can purr at a frequency that has therapeutic healing effects on human bones and muscles. And that's not even mentioning all the stories of cats valuing human lives enough to risk their own. Tara the cat went viral after saving her 4-year-old human from an attacking dog. Oreo here did the same, but instead of a dog, he took on a venomous rattlesnake to defend his family. And when Rick Chap suffered a near-fatal heart attack, it was his cat Buddy that saved his life by running across the house and getting his wife's attention. For an animal that looks constantly done with everything, cats really are.
I would like to make note that my mods have made a poll that says, was that a good joke? Let me show you here. Was that a good joke? Currently no votes for anything. Funny lesbian got a joke. Oh, we're working on it. Yeah, my mods, everyone. My mods love me. Such good moderators. They love me so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I love kitty cats. I love it so much. I love cats. I want a cat so bad. This is making me want to have a cat so bad, and I don't have a cat. Maybe I could get a pussy instead. I mean, besides for mine, but you know. This full poll feels like a trap. What do we got here? Yes, that was funny. No, that was terrible. What joke? Funny lesbian. 11 people voted for it. Go, go, lesbian powers. Activate. Form of a lesbian. Let me, did you know that cats once dialed 911 to save their odor? How? How? Fun fact, my dog knows how to open doors. It's a problem. It's an actual problem. He stopped doing it as much because we were trying to discourage him, but like we've been putting like lemon juice on freaking doorknobs, but he figured out how to like get up to them and bite them with his mouth and open them. It's been frustrating because, like, I mean, like, especially if you're in the bathroom and then all of a sudden the door opens and then that he comes in, you're like, oh, okay, 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 at least it was you. I'm like, oh, frick, it's a person. I'm like, no, it's a puppy. Whatever. Female cats aren't spayed are so annoying. Aw. Hey, remember that yesterday? No, remember on Monday's stream when someone came in and told me that I was the most spayable VTuber? Still thinking about that. Still thinking about that. DMP, thank you for the follow. The only downside is issues caused with outdoor cats. I would not have an outdoor cat because I want an indoor cat that I can love and smother and cute and give it love. Volunteer at no kill shelter. Maybe. Maybe cats are monsters. No, maybe. Mwah. Hi, DMP. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing amazing. I hope you're doing well too, DMP. I hope you're having a great day. Lemmy Sweet wasn't shocked for so long after you asked her. I know, it was funny.
Just nature's tsundere. And if it wasn't for the billions of animals that get 404'd by outdoor cats, they definitely would have ranked higher.
It was a regular one.
One of my favorite movies of all time is Into the Spider-Verse. If you followed me on Instagram, you probably could have guessed that. And one of my favorite lines in the whole movie was when Peter B. Parker says, "Could you imagine a seahorse seeing another seahorse and then making it work?" Well, he wasn't exactly lying. Seahorses are famous for two things. One is that it's actually the guys that are the ones that get maternity leave. Two is that they're monogamous and mate for life. Not all seahorses are loyal. In fact, some will actually switch partners mid-season. But some, like the New Holland seahorse, will find another seahorse and in fact find a way to make it work. Especially since the longer a seahorse marriage lasts, the more luck they have raising children. Of course, a healthy relationship doesn't just happen. Which is why every morning, seahorses will reinforce their pair bond with a dance. They often intertwine their tails and even sometimes change colors as they mirror each other's movements in their version of a waltz. It is aggressively wholesome. And then there's the fact that males are the ones that give birth, and some can pop out thousands of Xeroxes at once. And as soon as he does, his partner's ready to knock him up again. Now there are a few things that knock them down on the wholesome scale. Baby seahorses are known as fry, and occasionally the male takes this too literally by eating his own children. Then there's the fact that seahorses are one of the most efficient life takers in the ocean, with a hunting success rate of 90%. But overall, if you could have a relationship like the seahorses, you'd probably take it. Or
you know, I do like the idea of waking up every morning and dancing with your partner and just making sure you're spending time together and making sure like you are feeling that closeness. Just like, not even like sexually, just like romantically, just like waltzing with each other, dancing, listening to music, and just holding each other. Man, I need a girlfriend. Anyway, that sounds awesome. He's a seahorse, not a carnival ride. Climb off of me. Some male frogs also deliver the babies. Oh, interesting. They shotgun babies? They do. It's kind of unnerving. If I'm being honest, it's kind of unnerving. Oh my gosh.
You want the marriage of another animal further down this list.
Capybara time?
This animal was 100% a biased pick, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
I like the pangolin.
The pangolin earns the distinction of being the most polite animal I've ever seen. This is the look of an animal patiently waiting for his mom to get off the phone so he can ask her for $10 to buy flowers for his middle school crush. To protect her.
Mommy putting it like that. Cannibalism or intense romance entwined with a wife trying to knock you up. I like that second option. I like the idea of being entwined with my wife who's actively trying to knock me up. That sounds like a good life. You know, dancing every morning with your wife who wants to knock you up. To be so blessed. Someday I will have such a blessing upon my life. Someday I will find the right person for me. A beautiful lady who wants to knock me up, to hug me up, to love me up every single day. That is what I will find someday. Today is not that day, but I know, as I pray, I will find her. My one true love. The one who will try and knock me up. And I will love her so. I lost the rhyme. Usually most animals eat their own out of distress. That's true. That's true. Pangolins are also called scary anteaters. The scaly anteaters, even though they aren't related to anteaters. I can see the resemblance. I can see why. I mean, some people already enjoy children for breakfast. Eggs? Oh, my wife knocked me up. All it cost was a debotilizing cannibalizing our kids. I mean, no.
Claws, they often walk around on two legs, and the result is that they look like the embodiment of, "Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you." There's also the fact that underage pangolins are known as pankapups, and they'll often hitch a ride and even nap on their mother's tail. If there's anything negative about this turtle gerbil, I'm Helen Keller to it. Instead of being predictably related to armadillos, they're actually closer to carnivores like cats, dogs, and bears. And that is exactly the kind of defiance I respect. Pangolins will often take mud baths to help keep themselves parasite-free, but it somehow also manages to make them even more adorable. But because we can't have nice things, pangolins are the second most trafficked mammal by humans. The most trafficked are humans themselves.
What?
Which is what inspired.
That makes sense. Hey, you know what? Fuck humans. And not in the fun way. I mean, fuck in the negative connotation, not in the fun thing, like freaking a wife trying to knock me up. Freaking why? Why? Okay, so all humans, us, we need to get ourselves back together. What the heck? I would like you to hug you, but my arms are too bigger than my torso, so you would crush me. Oh no! Oh, you had me excited for a second there. Nair Lumi made me upset. No! Yes, fuck. Oh my gosh, a kiss, Lumi. Thank you. How is that a downside?
are the second most trafficked mammal by humans. The most trafficked are humans themselves, which is what inspired this group of men from protecting this pretty privileged pinecone from perilous poachers.
Cute. Wait, why is this water bottle?
You better like this video. That sentence took way too long to pronounce. To raise awareness of their efforts, a photographer did a photo shoot of these men with, of course, their pangolins. Even with their population threatened, you can still count this live-action Pokemon to put a smile on their face. Like bats, pangolins do get a lot of blame for a certain beer virus. And of course, there's that South Park episode about it. But like I said, I'm Ray Charles to any form of pangolin slander, and that's simply not going to change.
Capybara time?
This might be an unexpected addition on this list. Because chimpanzees are some of the most violently homicidal things of the post. One of the worst ways to meet your higher creator is to have a chimpanzee.
Scary pictures! Why are they using the scary pictures? It's supposed to be wholesome. Bro, wholesome, not scary teeth going arr. They're not hot girl teeth, they're scary teeth going arr arr. And I don't like scary teeth going arr arr. I want caught teeth going humana humana. Let me bite you, Lumi. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes please. You can bite me hard, leave a mark. You know what, just get in there, leave a scar. Oh, and if it doesn't scar, then we're gonna get it tattooed in there. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm just as freaky as you, and I wanna do that. I wanna get right in there and bite you really, really hard so that you know how beautiful you are. And I'm like, oh yes, mommy. Please, please. Goddess. I think I blacked out for a second there. Hey, scary monkey! Let's do this! Let's watch Scary Monkey! I need a capybara, pangolins, armadillos, and red pandas. Oh, they're all so cute. They're all so cute. We really need to get you laid. We really do.
Book the appointment. Yet somehow an animal directly related to them is a perpetual pacifist. At number 6 is our closest cousin in the animal world, the bonobo. They look like chimps nature tried to draw strictly from memory, but their personalities are polar opposites. Their societies are built on love and peace, which is why there are rarely cases of bonobos killing each other. Also, they're female-dominated. Unlike other matriarchal social circles, not all the females in the bonobo circle are necessarily related. And while there is a hierarchy, they do look out for each other. High-ranking females will often even defend newcomers from the unwanted advances of males. And instead of castrating each other like their murderous cousins, bonobos solve conflicts with affection. They are the hippie chimps of the Congo. Only thing is, sometimes they're a little too affectionate, which is why any movie starring bonobos is rated B. As in, be sure to have to talk with your kids before you go see them in a zoo, or they may come home with questions you might not be prepared to answer. They be fornicating. A lot. But these apes on ecstasy use a no pants dance as a way to reinforce bonds within the group and solve disputes without actually causing injury, which makes them the most unproblematic thing with thumbs in the world. But it's also why finding safe for work videos of them was veteran difficulty. One wrong move in what they like to do to each other, guidelines will do to me.
Their teeth look a lot more like ours. Capybara time?
Swans are often considered the mascot of peace, love, and loyalty. I rebuke that.
This is becoming Chekhov's capybara. This is becoming Chekhov's capybara because, like, he keeps showing us the capybara, and he doesn't give us the capybara. What the frick? What the frick? Afraid of women 12. Thank you for the follow. I'm not afraid of women, but I hope that you won't be either after you spend some time with me. I'm not afraid of women, I'm delighted by them, I'm overwhelmed by them, but that's not fear, that's delight, that's joy, that's excitement, that's love. That's what I'm telling myself to make myself feel better. But welcome in, I'm afraid of women. He'd probably shoot Bill Storks.
Swans are mean-spirited Q-tips drunk off pretty privilege. Before a bird that apparently mates for life, swans actually have a divorce rate of about 5%. Meaning on average, 1 in every 20 swan couples calls it quits during breeding season. Flamingos, on the other hand, believe in monogamy the way Nick Cannon believes in birth control, since they have a divorce rate of about 99%. And penguins aren't even worth discussing since they'll cheat on their partner with a hole in the ground. But the most faithful of the birds is the albatross, with a divorce rate between 1 and 3%. The albatross will spend years waiting for the right mate. These seabirds can easily live into their late 50s, so if they got one thing,
I'm just wholesome. See, I'm just being wholesome. I'm waiting years for the right mate. I'm not lonely and sad. I'm being wholesome. I'm being very wholesome and waiting for the right girl. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I mean, honestly, now it's getting real, but legitimately, I mean, I'm not gonna just like date whoever. Like, I'm gonna date someone that I actually like. I'm not gonna be just like desperately like get me out of this singlehood. I'll take anyone. It's no, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Wholesome, more like some wholesome. Oh my goodness, a study on habits of penguins traumatized researchers. I know. The albatross, like, I mean, to the point like that the penguins were also being so gay that the researchers changed they wrote it in Greek. They wrote their research in Greek because they were so freaking like, Oh my goodness, penguins being gay. The world, I can't show this. I would be laughed out of polite society. I'll put this into Greek so that only the most highbrow researchers can read it and not judge me for it because they know that my research is well-founded. And it's just like, freaking, just let the penguins be gay. It makes a great bit. Take your time otherwise. Yeah. Nothing a deal breaker for a male penguin. Yeah, they literally hid a study for a light tongue because they realized it was traumatizing the research. Quack! Hi, Brad Marco. Quack!
Time. Once two albatrosses do pair up, they'll perform a synchronized dance ritual to strengthen their pair bond. It's like the bird version of renewing their vows. Single albatrosses will spend years practicing and perfecting the courting dance, so they have the choreography down by the time they actually need it. And with their lifespan, these couples often spend decades raising chick after chick. Breakups are rare, and it's usually a result of...
I should practice dancing. Then I can have my mating dance ready and down. I'll be good. I'll take dancing lessons. This is what I'm learning. I'm learning from nature. I'm going to become a more whole version of myself by learning from nature. Honey, I'm 2 days away from walking into a lesbian bar with a sign that says, stray single lesbian, please take me home. I'm that desperate and lonely. I'm only a step behind you on that, queen. I'm so close. The difference is I don't have a lesbian bar in range of me. I may have already done that if there was a lesbian bar here. I'm having to refocus. You know, it's not great. It's not great. I need to make enough money that I can move. You know, next TwitchCon, mating dance perfected. Yes, indeed. I actually just bought my tickets to what the frick did I just buy? What am I going to? What's the VTuber convention? Anyone remember? My brain's dead. Dodos were easy to catch because they were not stupid, because they were too friendly, and they're playing with us. Yeah. Offkai, thank you, Vivi. Yeah, I just bought my tickets for Offkai. So I'll be going to that in the 2026. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. So I'll make sure I have my mating dance all ready for Offkai. After all, ye olden sailors considered it terrible, luckily, to harm albatross in any way. Exactly.
Multiple years of breeding failure. Climate change has also caused a slight rise in albatross divorces, but I'm not about to hold that against them. They're like the Seahorse, except they're a lot less likely to dip out on their partner, and infinitely less likely to turn their children into a kid's meal. It takes a lot for me to give a bird props, and the albatross 100% earns it.
Yeah, capybara time?
It wasn't a matter of if, but when quokkas were going to make an appearance. Google the happiest animal on Earth and you'll get one trying to bear hug you through the screen. Like the pangolin, the quokka was guaranteed a spot on this list on their appearance alone. Being the most photogenic thing in nature counts for something. And since quokkas on Rottennest have no natural...
Cute. I've never been to Offkai either, Big Tyler. It's gonna be my first time too. I'm excited though. Maybe I'll make sure to like make a I'll make sure to like put an announcement out, and like I'll schedule like a meet and greet area if there is one, or I'll figure something out so that people can meet up with me if you'd like to, at the con. We'll make sure it happens. So that anyone who's at Offkai can come and say hi. So I can give people hugs. That'd be awesome. Another thing, it needs to be a real Pokemon trainer. Yeah, I know. It's so freaking good. It's so good. If anything goes extinct from stupidity, it's koalas and pandas. So true. You're a saint, ma'am. Aw, I'm not a saint. I'm just Lumi.
For predators, they have little to no fear of humans, which is how quokka selfies became a thing. Quokkas are such mascots for positivity that they single-handedly boost tourist numbers to Rottennest the way LeBron did to Cleveland. In fact, you're probably surprised, not that quokkas are here, but that they're not ranked higher. Well, there's always going to be people that take things too far, and that often gets them attacked by quokkas, and oftentimes it's the children getting the worst of it. To be fair, going viral might have been the worst thing that could have happened to them. Tourists often treat them as a plush toy rather than a wild animal, and that often gets them dealt with appropriately. And as their lack of fear towards humans gets taken advantage of, the quokka ironically gets abused by those same humans. Which of course means them lashing out has nothing to do with them and everything to do with us. There's also this. While quokkas don't actively eat their children, mothers will loosen muscles in their pouch as a last resort when being chased by a predator. So as the screaming, writhing Joey falls and distracts the predator, Mom of the Year gets to live to make another baby. Which makes sense in the grand scheme of things, since you'd rather lose the baby than the baby maker. But that kind of parenting does you no favors in a list like this. But it doesn't change the fact that when this travel-sized kangaroo steps up, depression hears boss music.
Yeah. Is it time?
Google "we don't deserve" and it'll autofill dogs in the search box. Google knows what's up. The irony is that the animal we got dogs from had every reason to hate us. Thousands of years ago, wolves and humans hunted the same prey and were each other's biggest competition. But then we teamed up, and now you can expect to find a dog in millions of homes worldwide. From apex predator to devoted house pet, there are just too many wholesome facts about dogs to count. For example, studies show that dogs are more likely to approach someone who's crying rather than someone who's talking or just humming, and that's regardless of whether it was their owner or just a stranger. In the same
Whenever I'm crying, my dog will come running across the house. If I'm crying with joy like this, he doesn't. But if I start crying actually sad tears, I will hear my dog, no matter where he is in the house, start running and then come and start cuddling with me. We don't deserve puppies. We do not deserve puppies. They're so fucking cute. I love them so much. He just loves me so much. I love it. He's such a good pupper. I love Marco so much. He's such a good boy. Please, I beg you, show us the show Corgi. Please, please, please. I love Marco so much. He's such a good boy. Aww.
Experiment, dogs would approach a stranger with submissive body language, almost as if they were trying to comfort them. Another experiment showed that dogs actually preferred interacting with individuals who use high-pitched baby voices with them instead of those who use normal, deeper voices. But my personal favorite, when a dog and its owner make eye contact, both bodies release oxytocin, which is my personal individuals who use high if they were trying to comfort them. Another experiment showed that dogs actually preferred interacting with individuals who use high-pitched baby voices with them instead of those who use normal, deeper voices. But my personal favorite, when a dog—
Wait. So when I'm using the baby voice with my puppy, he likes it? Yay! I was just doing that instinctually. My body, every time I see a puppy, I have to go baby voice. I have to go baby voice when I see a freaking puppy. And that's really cute. I love it. I think they can smell the sad. Aw. I really had a bad day in school one time at my friend's house after his, and I went to my friend's house after, and his dog just kept licking my hand and sitting right in front of me. We don't deserve puppies. We don't deserve them. Hi, PV. Welcome in, Piano Girl. How you doing, darling? The shorts are a wildlife sanctuary with wolves, and I watch them as goofy dogs. Aw. It's a lot to use the baby voice. You can't decide. There's nothing else you can do. You have to do it.
Dog and its owner make eye contact, both bodies release oxytocin, which is considered the love hormone, which just so happens to be the same one released when a mother and a newborn interact. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to touch them. You can stare at your dog and you'd be bonding, which says a lot since their cousin the wolf sees that same icon.
Oh my gosh, especially when he's like really sleepy at nighttime, I'll lay on the couch with him, even if I'm in a weird angle, and we'll just lay there staring each other's eyes because I just like, and while I'm giving him nice little like rubs on his belly or on his side or in his face, and we just keep sitting there laying and looking in our eyes, and it's so freaking cute. Oh, I know we rate dogs channel. I haven't. Maybe I'll have to look into that, Keith. I deserve mine. Oh, thank you, No Name. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy. This is making me so fucking happy.
Contact as a challenge. Not only that, but dogs are one of the few animals that understand the gesture of pointing. Meaning you could point at something across the room and a dog will understand and look in the direction you're pointing, where most animals would just be interested in your finger. Little things like—
I do that all the time. My dog knows what I'm doing. I've also, like, my dog knows what each of the rooms in the house are. I'll be like, hey, Marco, go to the living room. And then he goes running to the living room. He knows what that is. Like, it's gone to the point. It's like, I can also be like, hey, Marco, go find dad. And then he'll go find my dad. Like, he can find people based off of these things. And he knows how to do the go find trick. I didn't really train him to do it. I just told him to do it. And he started doing it. It was pretty good. He was pretty good. Yeah, hi Guinevere, welcome in. I just turned off my PC off before I wrecked my mouse and keyboard from playing too much Metal Gear. Totally valid jacket. Puppers are smart though. Puppy is smart so much. When you get a cat, will he be named Polo? Sadly, and I'm okay. I don't want to bring down the mood, but Marco has cancer. I don't know how long we're gonna have him for, so I don't know. If I got a cat at the same time, then yes, 100%. I would have gotten Marco and Polo, but yeah, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to bring down the mood. He's doing good. We're keeping him healthy and happy, and he's like outlived every single expectation of how long he's supposed to be alive, and he's still going strong. You could not tell that he's hurt though. Like, you could not tell he's in a bad situation at all. Like, he is just himself. Like, we've been keeping him fed, we've been keeping him medicated, and he's doing his best. He's living his best life. And we're making sure to give him all the love and kindness as possible. I've also started doing a thing where we're buying as many different types of cheeses as possible because he loves cheese. And so we've been trying to make sure he gets to try every single cheese in the world before his time is up. And I think we're actually struggling to find new cheeses at this point that we have access to. There's some ones we can't like order in, but like we've gotten through a pretty good list of getting him different cheeses. I don't know. Also, in the Cheese of the Month Club, we're getting more. We need more cheeses than they'll provide in a month. Hi, Royal. Welcome in. Cheese for Marco. Hashtag. I'm really sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Thank you. Your doggo is really strong like you. Thank you. He's a fighter, huh? Well, as long as he's happy, that's what matters. Exactly. My Chihuahua is afraid of my mother. She doesn't listen to commands with us, but my mom, she obeys them immediately. My mom has never punished her more than fear. She has understood that she is an alpha. Amazing. She's on the throne. The thing is, like, right at this point, I don't know what types of cheese I haven't been able to find. I'm looking for new ones. It's okay. Oh, I'm so sorry you lost your rabbit to cancer last month. I'm so sorry, CK. I'm so sorry about that. That's so hard. But yeah, there's going to be a time where I'm going to take a break from streaming and making videos and stuff like that when he passes, and I'll take some time off for that. But there's no signs of that yet. He's doing good. He's a good puppy. He's so excited and happy. But yes, I'm getting him all the cheese. Do not worry. He is well cheesed.
Like that only happen after hundreds of years of being right by our side. We have service dogs, emotional support dogs, medical response and police dogs. Basically any job worth having can have a dog involved somehow.
Girls.
We even trust them with our children. We might not deserve dogs, but dogs 100% deserve this spot.
Yeah. Time for capybaras?
The silver medal of wholesomeness goes to the capybara.
Yes!
No matter where this plus-size guinea pig pulls up, it's always with good vibes and zero conflict. There are entire threads of cappies existing around other animals completely unbothered. The thing is, they could be a complete menace and it'd be totally justified. Capybara live in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the world and often share an area code with predators like jaguar, caiman, anacondas, and eagles. And it's not like these buffed beavers are tanky enough to have no worries. They often fall prey to those same predators. Normally, any animal that can get meal prepped by so many others is often high-strung and hyper-aggressive by nature. Nature knows zebras use that excuse. But not only are capybara the complete 180, you'll even see them around the same animals they should be afraid of. Because this heavyweight hamster is allergic to most forms of conflict. Which is why when a bunch of orphan puppies needed a foster mom, it was a capybara that stepped up. But as chill as they are, capybara are still roided up rodents with teeth that they will use to defend themselves against people. But like with the quokka, if you manage to make this horse rabbit angry, you definitely did something to deserve it. Aside from that, a happy cappy is one of the most wholesome sights in nature. But they just barely miss out on a #1 spot.
Who is #1 if not capybara?
Of course the manatee was going to be #1. My personal bias would allow no other outcome.
Sea babies!
Because their teeth are way in the back of their mouths, manatees are physically incapable of inflicting any form of violence. Even when they really should have. There are no recorded cases of manatees attacking other animals or people. The closest you get would be a water bloom curiously approaching you and accidentally knocking you off your paddleboard. Alligators are seasoned prehistoric killing machines, and even they give manatees the right of way in the water. Also, its closest relative happens to be the elk.
Wait, I was visiting a family friends for the first time, and a dog took a sniff of my hand, and instantly laid down and belly rubs. Normally, pets have problems with me. After a solid 5 minutes of belly rubs, I wanted to get up. The dog hold me back and basically said, "You're not done yet." I once pet sit for one of my professors in university when she was away on a conference, and I was dealing with their very, very big dog. The species of dog was, I can't remember, but it was actually a previously extinct species of hunting dogs. This thing was like, I mean, if we both laid down, like if you were to stretch ourselves out fully, we would be basically the same height. This dog was basically had the same body mass as me. It was. One second, we will. I just want to talk about but that thing realized that I would pet it no matter what. If it wanted pets, I would do that. And so it never let me stop petting it. For the entire weekend that I was watching with this dog, I freaking was petting it nonstop. Or I once spent 5 hours running around in the backyard with this dog, because this thing needed a lot of running because it was a freaking old school hunting dog, and it would like tackle me over, and but I was like strong enough to hold it back. Like it could throw a lot of body weight at me, but like we would just basically be like running around playing fetch, tug of war, and it was so freaking cute. It's so freaking cute. I love that puppy. He was so freaking good. And then I would go to bed at night, and then he'd come into my room and lay on top of me, and I'd wake up being winded, be like, oh. Just freaking like imagine like something with the same body weight as you sitting on your stomach, like putting all of that on your stomach. You're like, okay. And then their pet cat would come and sit on my head, and I would wake up in the middle of the night to a giant dog on my stomach and a cat on my face, and I'm like, this is a good life. This is a good life. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. I'm just gonna pull back a second and we'll keep going. But yes,
killing machines, and even they give manatees the right of way in the
exactly,
water.
Meowringer.
Also,
exactly.
its closest relative happens to be the elephant. So again, any spot other than #1 would be an insult. The only problem is their natural curiosity can put them in harm's way when humans, especially boats, are involved. Laws had to be put in place to protect manatees from harassment, since we all know they're not going to defend themselves. They're literally too unproblematic for their own good. Dogs kill thousands of people a year, and someone in the world right now is walking around with a scar from not respecting the quokka's space. But you won't find a person who's been seriously hurt by this gentle giant. Because in a world full of darkness, the sea squishy is a beacon of positivity. But that's gonna do it for this video. For daily uploads, be sure to follow my TikTok and Instagram. Especially Instagram, since they don't want to give me my blue check. To watch videos before I post them, also consider becoming a patron on Patreon. If you don't want to do that, kindly consider subscribing. It's
Do
free
it.
and there's no better price than that.
Yes.
Also, for every person
Give
that
him your
watches this and doesn't
subscriptions.
sub, a manatee sheds a tear. And only a monster would allow that to happen.
Exactly.
All that aside, drink water, hug your
Monsters.
mother, support your local manatees
Baby.
legally, and I'll see you in the next one.
Aw.